So first of all, Sid, you were objectively the best and most active chancellor. You wrote a ton of great bills, and most of them were passed, and you got Amendment 26 done, which Amendment 26 was like a third of mine and Nepo's entire platform. Um, you also did some work on the law doc, and you and Chance worked together to organize, I think, about 3 or 4 senatorial conventions. And next up is Chance. Chance, you were objectively the most active vice chancellor. You, with Sid, you organized a few senatorial conventions. You worked on the Library of the Senate website, and you set up the Clerk of the Senate, and you served as the first one. Nepo, you want to take it away?
Absolutely. Can you all hear me okay?
Hmm.
All right. My first one is going to be Ad. Most of Ad's work has gone unnoticed for a while, but it's time for that to change. Ad has easily been one of the most active legal professionals within Julia from day one. He helped establish the courts and served on the Constitutional Advisory Board, helping to write most of the Constitution. He's helped senators write bills, constitutional amendments, and ensured everyone follows Julia's legal process. He's been an absolute workaholic in Julia since the very beginning, and it's about time we all recognize the work he's done by awarding him with the Rose Medal of Honor. So let's get some claps for Ad 007 What? What a king.
Impeached.
Yeah, Anthony, you said the wrong person.
I did, yeah, I messed up a little bit.
But that's okay. The other person is Jash. If any one person could be credited for our Republic's survival up to this point, it would be Jash. The proverbial firefighter of the country, she has been crucial in addressing crisis after crisis, from the pre-constitutional times to the voter ID leak in the May presidential election. Her first statement, "Hello everyone, I am excited to uphold democracy," has aged like fine wine still nearly 6 months later. Honest, diligent, outspoken, and empathetic, Jash is considered by many to be the best press secretary, vice president, president, server historian, mental health supporter, and server owner. Don't forget to attend her Julia Awards, which are right now.
Oh, thank you. That's so lovely.
And
Oh,
don't
what a
forget
wonderful
to not
interlude.
use big text in general.
Thank you. So you guys got to hear that first when you came to the Julia Awards. See if we can time this up next time as well. That would be cool if it was like every time, you know? Anyway.
Yeah, it'd be
Thank
cool.
you. So now to kill the mood immediately, let's go most corrupt official, starting with Anthony.
So Anthony? Real?
No, I didn't time that to be funny. Maybe I did. I don't know. The most corrupt, Anthony. Stirring up trouble multiple times. Perhaps not particularly corrupt, but nonetheless does this without much reason, I feel. Fun is a reason. Anthony, because he's on the Black Roast list. Anthony, I don't have proof, I just know. Nominee 2, Toast. Why need to say why? Nominee 3, Chance. See, Chance, I told you you're on here. Chance, because he openly tried to bribe Rad Doctor in law discussion. And 4 is a combined Border in 8007 for committing market manipulation. It's a combined effort. Congrats, boys.
Wait, that's illegal.
And yeah, there were some others there. Those are your nominees. Oh, come on, the Rose Medal isn't tainted. We're just all having fun here. My understanding is that Anthony is already impeached, so I don't know if we could impeach him again. Three, two, one. The most corrupt official is Anthony. Congratulations, Anthony. I actually know you'll be thrilled with this, so you'll enjoy. Alright, most likely to do crime in real life. Starting again with Anthony. Anthony may be one of those people who work in a hot meal and water stand for refugees and homeless people only to get arrested for not having a food vendor license and disproportionately punished without due process. I believe that's a compliment. And Anthony regularly admits to being on call while biking and sleep deprived. That's already basically a step away from crime. Nominee 2, Low Poly. Low Poly because he is a drug dealer. He is an actual criminal. He just seems like it, and he is growing weed. People called him the fuck out. Nominee 3, Blopper. Blopper, he wouldn't realize what he did, and Blopper probably not on purpose. Nominee 4, Blight, the vibes are off. He will become a serial killer. And he's actually advocated for murder multiple times. I cannot verify that, but anonymous submissions are usually telling the truth, so... Nominee 5. This idiot. Someone did not realize that the nomination survey was completely anonymous. If you say me jaywalking, that means nothing to me. Multiple people made this mistake, but this was the most egregious. And I just have to call them out, whoever this was. So I would consider it a crime to be so dumb in my nominations process, so I've also put them as a nominee. And there we go.
Yo, I got DC'd. Who's this idiot? Did I miss?
Right. 3, 2, 1. We've got the heavy hitting categories coming up, guys.
Okay.
This idiot is most likely to do crime IRL. Yes, criminal idiocy.
Wait, can I
Worst
see?
idea.
Sorry.
Worst idea. So I feel like I messed up here because I realized that a lot of people were conflating worst idea and dumbest mistake, and they are very conceptually close. So I kind of did my best to do nominees, but in future I'll probably just move forward with one of them because they are kind of the same thing, right? Anyway, your first nominee for worst idea is Tawazi's saying whether he should reactivate the Phoenix Party and everyone coming together to tell him no. Nominee 2, making Blopper the chairman of SDP and the subsequent crumbling of the foundations of that party. And nominee 3, the Mardonian nuke gif. I thought that was a really good pull, whoever submitted that. It really did ruin relations. I'm pretty sure we banned that gif for a while, but you can spam it in chat now if you want to. I'll allow it. Lots of people posted it, but I didn't want to call anyone out in particular, so yeah. Oh, Anthony just said he made the GIF. Alright, thanks for self-identifying. I wasn't going to say that. And those are your nominees. Three, 2, 1. The worst idea was making Blopper chairman of SDP. Congratulations, Blopper. That's you racking up another win. You are a legend of these Julia Awards. Biggest liar. Number 1, Apo Willow. Apo lied about the names of both his parties, naming one after the German neo-Nazis, and then the next after the far-right Erdoganist Turkish party. Crashed out in VC when confronted about it. Nominee 2, Low Poly. Tila Yeet Low Poly for obvious reasons. Yes, he has lied about his identity. Committed crimes and falsely accused Rack of, anyway.
Wait. How is Bro not banned?
It's a question for the courts. Let's lighten it up with nominee 3, Greg. I caught this and I could not stand for it. And yes, so this category was messy as well. I might refine it in future. Oh, stream is at 144. Oh, okay, I've been assuming you guys could read these screenshots. Wait, has that been a problem this whole time? I'm so sorry. Okay, if it's just a hot coals thing, that's fine. So the Greg screenshot is Greg saying, I want to annex. Blopper saying Greg literally wants annexation. And then Greg said who? Right, 3, 2, 1. Greg, you've won another category that you didn't know you were submitted for. Congratulations. Worst typo. This is another screenshot one. Hot coals, I'm sorry. I will linger on them for a hot minute to see if you can load. But obviously, these are ones people kind of have to read. Otherwise, it's not funny, right? Nominee 1. Nominee 2. Coles, this is you. Nominee 3. Attempting to talk about the Pope for context. Nominee 4. I might have accidentally told the truth there. That I consider that a Freudian slip. And nominee 5. What happened to Cambo? I haven't seen him around. Nominee 6. This is Hot Coals again.
No way. No bloody way.
And those are your nominees for worst typo. Or perhaps best, depends on how you see it. Closing the poll in 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Hot Coals. You've won. Right. Funniest screenshot. We're into the final good ones now.
The final good ones now.
Quick shot, can you mute? Hang on, I should just mute him.
Hang on.
I will say, there was a surprise I had in store for you guys. And it was meant to be earlier on, but the person had not arrived. Would that co-host of mine like to speak up now as a lovely little surprise?